Hello there, and welcome back to Strategic Command World War II, War in Europe, as we continue our fight to the last bullet against allies on expert difficulty level, with all bonuses maxed. Now, we are trying, of course, to restore the historical borders of the Roman Empire. Africa and Asia is mostly secured, except one little thing that we'll have to deal in 1943. And of course, Iraq and the oil fields are being secured. But we began the Operation Caesar to the west. Vichy France is ours. Next turn, we go for the mighty Spain. That will be once more liberated by us. Now, aside from that, we took some towns, important, less important. We've cleaned some locations. We didn't clean some of them as well. Unfortunate that I were unable to properly spend a turn with you, but yeah, it is what it is. We will lose some national morale next turn, so we need to be wary of that. The Germans should be a hold of 110 anyway, but still, we are out of supply. We need to remember that. We need to bring this HQ down to here, to at least take care of Voronezh as a future base of operation. And we'll do what's necessary. The siege of Rostov will begin soon. But anyway, let's jump to the next turn, shall we? Or maybe, actually, let's take a look at reports. Officially, commies have overcome the numbers. Of course, the total loss of numbers is not particularly good for them, but it's irrelevant. Let's take a look at incomes for the given countries. So now we see that the effects of the blockade being lifted. They are suffering from the loss of oil, but also Americans are doing great. They are not at full economy level yet. I believe that some of the locations are still recovering, so that's not all they got. So Brits have 300 MPPs, a bit more. USA 600, and commies freaking 1000. That's almost as much as us and Italians combined, which is an issue long term, of course. But we'll see. We will see how that will go. Now, we see some diplo action on the sides of our enemies. Which is not good. But it is what it is, after all. Let's jump into the next turn. We've got a big salient in Bryansk. That it will be problematic, but we need to push to Moscow for as long as we can. Let's force some units to withdraw as well, hopefully. And let's deal with that nonsense, can we please? Mosul has to go down. Let's go to the next turn. Soviet morale is boosted as reinforcements arrive from Siberia. Unbelievable. Vichy France surrenders. Plenty of MPPs for us. Of course, Rzhev, something appeared. And Tokyo had been bombarded. Naval weaponry, naval warfare. Well, that's good for us, I guess, because it's not our turn. So Atlantic Wall still coming in strong. We are no longer paying for the army. So yeah, around 1200 MPPs. Soviets, commies, earn more than 101. So we are behind 2 ticks of income. Interesting. They will suffer for that, of course. And that was the last of them, if I'm right. And that's an issue. We need to retreat to proper location. Because the swarm arrived, look at that. Tanks against Italian forces. That's not going to go too great for us. Okay, we need to upgrade anti-aircraft warfare on those guys. Yeah, and that's an issue because we don't have supply. Good stuff, you defended yourself bravely. But we need to retreat from Voronezh, apparently. Hold your ground. Beautiful job. Voronezh forces. And what the hell happened to you? Against that trash? You should have done much better than that. Don't retreat to this X. Okay, that's fine. That's actually good. Because we've got supply in there. That's problematic, but we hold on to Voroshilovgrad. Look at that pesky bastard. Jesus. Commies. Well, we'll have problem with commies. We need to retreat to Kursk. And we will just focus on the southern approach, because that's more important. I'm spread out too wide. And I'm not going to break through it. I wanted to take Voronezh as a future base of operations, but that's disastrous. That's my Smolensk Grey Whale. Corregidor falls. So we lost supply in Smolensk due to that. Nice location to defend. We are going to, of course, buy those dedicated anti-tank units, because as we can see, they will be quite useful. Garrison deploys. Now, we didn't suffer any losses. Look at that, what a disaster it is. I'm shocked that this one struck. The good news is it will recover next turn, but we... Oh my dear lord, we need to find a unit that can actually move in there. Okay. Of course, Kiev cannot be left open like that. Move you to a good location from which we can secure. Now we've got you. Do we have anything else to spare? I wanted you in Larissa, but well, can't do that now. You are dedicated for Bordeaux. But for now, we'll do that. To protect this railway, and you are going to protect Larissa. Okay. Naval staff. Inspection. We need to make sure that nothing will happen in here. Now we will go to Finland and Africa first. Now that should be done. Like one time, please. No. But 0, they cannot resupply. Now you can resupply to some extent. And let's deal with that as per usual. I'm going to risk it. Ah, I wanted to move into this X. I really wanted that. Anyway, we'll just continue to slaughter them. Now 115, it's nice. Africa. That should keep them grounded for a long time. How much? 2, 3, 2, 1. We can move to this X to have one supply. And obviously we need to take care of that. That's my priority. Ah, shit. I lack only one spot, however. And I'm out of supply. Shame, I should have taken Basra. Anyway, too late now. Let's reinforce you properly. And you will be transported. How far can you go? Irrelevant. Technically, we can move you all the way here and land you in Valencia next turn. Yeah, I like that. As long as I don't forget about you, that is. And as long as that falls, which I hope it will. Now, you can secure this hex. But you are another issue. Let's take a look and go for it. Or we're going to do everything in the east first. Because if the national morale drops below 910, we will lose the morale bonuses. So we obviously have to keep that in mind as well. Now, good news in here is that it should fall. Please? Yeah. Need to find a good time to reinforce it properly. Let's keep getting some experience if we can. That's also nice. Good news. That's good. You are properly reinforced. How is Polotsk doing? Of course. It would be a problem. Anyway, we've got artillery piece. We've got the room, got the love. We can proceed. Yeah, we have to withdraw with you. That also looks nice. Kind of. to entrenchment. Really? That shouldn't be the problem, however. Move away further. Let's keep in mind that we need some of those upgrades now. That's a bit far to my liking. Now we've got kind of the same issue as we had before. Got 2 HQ, only one can chain. Proper supply. We need to somehow take Bryansk. They're actually in range, surprisingly. We have to find some... I'm kind of slowly thinking about doing that. Which sucks for them, but yeah, not you. I mean, that's fine. That's a piece of supply closer to those guys. Which is good news. Protect my flank. So we'll send you, but I don't know where yet. Now, do we even need those points? Yeah, I think we do. I'd love to reinforce you, but... we'll have another chance. Move in. That looks like an easy encirclement to me. To be frank. Please, give me good supply. Not good enough. I could have made the move. We can do that, but we can also do that. Now I've got only 3. Yeah, but I can encircle you like that. Which also works. What to do? To retreat. Yeah. I'm not going to waste myself against that. Look at that. Speaking of wasting ourselves, we've got a freaking air power ready. So let's bounce them. Nice. That would be useful, but no cigar. Good to see you. Of course you are. Anyway, what can we do easily? I'm going to try to hold the line. The mighty Hungarian units. Speaking of the mighty Hungarian units, I think they should be able to finish off that. Of course they don't. Anyway, we can move up. I cannot risk that, no way. So that zone of control, so they cannot move in here. That zone of control, they cannot move in here though. If I do everything correctly. Which allows me to cut off Taganrog. Which is not horrible. And whacking them once won't hurt either. That's good enough. That's also good enough. Because we don't have choice, so it has to be good enough. So what's in this X? Bush. Yeah. Oh, you little bastard. Nice, but not good enough. Now, that zone of control, I will be shocked if they go for that. That zone of control, yeah. Let's move them to better supply, all of them. And as soon as possible we need to swap you around. That's why I'm going to actually remove you from here. It's worse, but I can move him here, and I can replace him with here properly. Air power destroyed, nice. What's not nice is that we destroy units, commies are destroying more. Okay, we are good. Lucky one time. Beautiful. Oh, of course. At the price. Next turn you go down though. Some more towns in the east. Let's reinforce you. We'll need you in the east as well. We've got the anti-tank weapons level 2. So not bad. Not bad at all. However, now let's take a look. 107, 115. Diplomacy. It's time to liberate stuff. Algiers is dangerously close. Vichy Algeria alarmed. Yeah. Consternation in Germany and Italy. So we've lost 6% and we've lost 3%. Okay. Anyway, let's move you up. Okay. We want to destroy as many units as we can. Really? And you cannot touch anything. Madrid has to fall. At least you can touch something. Okay, that didn't take us that long. Which means we have you in range. Nice, HQ spotted. There is no secondary capital that I can see. I might be wrong, but if it be so, then be so. Now, if luck gives me that, we can kill you. Just a tiny little luck, right? Beautiful, that's a lot of national morale. Pampalona. We cannot touch you, which is weird. Look at that. That ship might be huge. That is the extent of my ability to break through. Now, you might be able to destroy him, please. Of course. So armies are quite valuable. Now, Italy, do you have a light cruiser? 225, so armies are more valuable. Okay. Anything else that we need to destroy? Let's take a piece out of him, however. Shattered. Nice. That's not nice, however. That is 400. Because all the upgrades. A light tank, it shouldn't be too much of a trouble. Now we'll need 2 turns to move into position to land in Algiers. Unfortunate as it is, but yeah, I'm not going to touch any of the cities because I need that supply to go through. Madrid is ours. We'll need to move you all down to operate you to viable locations. And you, and by you I mean Italian forces, and other forces will fly up in here. So that should be good. Spain will be ours at the end of this turn. Now we saw some surprising activity. Well, not really, but let's upgrade you. I'll think about the artillery weapons when the time is right, which might be 1943, but yeah. Now we are in need of some support. Probably we should focus on bombers first. Now, how are we doing? Yeah, let's go for bombers. I mean, one of those will be useful, and it will deploy in this year, actually, so let's do that. Now, we've got that, and we need more tanks. How are we doing on tanks? Not going to happen, so we can buy with upgrades. So we will buy it with upgrades. Fifth of October. This is disgusting. 2 garrisons need to be bought. Well, even 3, most likely. Which is nice. Because we need them all. As showed in the case of that nonsense. We need to cover all those hexes. Look at that, that is disgusting. Now the question is, what is the bait to achieve that? A unit Gomel here, here, and here. Yeah, that makes the most sense. Chernikov we will have to live without. Melitopol as well. Damn it. Okay. That's going to be it for this turn. No research. So, yeah, production tech. One more into production. We'll have to do. But we've got fresh units to deploy to the front lines. Considering what we see in here, one anti-tank to the east, one to the center, one to the south, and we'll have to operate some of my stuff away because we don't have the numbers anymore to support all of them. Weird, but it is what it is. Anyway, Vyazma is next on the line. With the support from my artillery piece, it shouldn't take too much. And we will move forward. We'll have to reattach all of the guys to proper resources. Yeah. And slowly we'll have to prepare some garrisons for other locations, because the partisans will pop. I'm looking at you, Albania, as well. I need to buy the Iraqi one to protect Jerusalem. But it will be something we'll have to worry about. Not currently, let's put it this way. Kurna, yeah, let's stay in one supply so we can at least take Basra. And with 0 supply I will be able to not move that far. But the oil fields will be ours, and that will be the end of our enemies. Maybe not really. But the next stage has been completed. Madrid is captured, but Folgore paratroops. Oh, we've got you as well. Let's take a look. Vichy, let's move you to 6 supply to be operated. To the border with other important subjects of ours. And of course we need to wait. We are on the clock here, folks. When the Americans will get closer to the border, we will have to act. Because if they declare war on Algiers, Algiers will become German allies, so we cannot have that. So, we don't have supply to land, unfortunately. We have only 4 and 6, yeah. Only 4 and 2, so we'll have to spend 2 more turns before they are prepared to land in Algiers. Yeah. Not fantastic, but it is what it is. And we've got, of course, Gibraltar to take care of as well. Anyway, we kept Germans ahead of 110 national morale, which is nice. But we need to continue with that trend. Hopefully we'll be able to achieve those goals. Next step, Murmansk will be cut off. We'll see what we'll do about that Kola Peninsula. Although with my unit retreating, we should be able to like secure it and just move up. Move out of here. Because why should we waste our efforts in here? And let's take a peek. They are still in there. Maybe we'll move in here to see what's going on around. But yeah, thank you for watching. Garrisons are deploying. Hopefully in sufficient numbers. And we are now next to Rostov. And I actually will force march you to help us support our offensive against this town after we take care of you. That is Taganrog town. Thank you once more for watching, and I will see you next time.